1980, Lindsey Hall printed 100 copies of Eat Without Fear. It told about her recovery from the binge purge cycle, which later became known as bulimia. She wrote 2 more booklets with her husband, Leigh Cohn, and together they published Bulimia Guide to Recovery in 1986. The following comments were recorded a few days before the release of the 25th anniversary edition of Bulimia Guide to Recovery. Well, there's a lot of new information in this book. We've added a whole chapter on treatment, introducing therapies that didn't even exist 30 years ago. That's a big difference. Mm-hmm. What else?
Mm-hmm. Well, there's expanded sections in the self-help area, that what has worked for many people, and people gave us suggestions, and we went with those, and over the 30 years there have been more and more suggestions, and so we expanded that, and the healthy eating section, and actually in my personal story we put pictures of me in, so that's a new thing.
I think we actually went deeper in this one than we've ever gone before, especially in what has worked for many section. We've introduced more about meditation, visualization, affirmations, finding a purpose in one's life, and I think that all of that really contributes. We had to dig really deep to get to it, though.
Well, also those are the things that have been that I've carried with me.
Do you call yourself? Are you recovered?
Well, I've considered myself recovered for 30 years. In the beginning, it was recovered from behaviors and thoughts related to food and eating, and binging and purging, and that was a very simplistic definition of recovery, but I used it nonetheless. People in those early days used to ask me whether I was recovered, and I used to say, well, you know, yes I am, but I'm working toward enlightenment, and by that I meant that there's always improvements that can be made. There's always growth happening, expansion. It's always possible to go deeper into your own heart and find, you know, the blessings that are there.
Have you found a purpose in life?
Well, my purpose until now has been, and it's been a blessing, to be able to serve, you know, the eating disorders community and all the people who struggled so hard to find recovery, to try and inspire them and be a role model.